everyone. We are in the midst of permanent ceasefire, and I may say that we are back to normal. If normal is the right word, I think for Israel it's the right word. Normal in this region is a permanent ceasefire. Anyway, I want to do several videos this evening. The first video I'll divide it to, it will be a reply to some of the comments that I've got in my last video about the current situation. Second video will be the continuation of the background of the conflict, of the problem in the area. And my third will be a VC video, continuation of my UK Beatles albums. So wait and watch. Okay, I will start with several shout out for Jose Miguel Lopez Brajo. He's thanking for me for my historic information, and he's sorry to hear that people are subscribing to my channel, and he's give his best wishes to me and my family. Thank you very much, Jose. Rob from Boston, again, very supportive, my friend. He's talking about their subscription, and it's of course not a very nice way to deal with people in the YouTube. And he says that my father and my grandmother were very strong. They were indeed, and he's happy to know that I'm safe and healthy, and indeed I am. Thank you very much, Rob, my dear friend. Dimebag Dave, also happy that I'm safe, me and my family. He's like to hear my stories, and he talks about the Beatles, and I replied in the comment section, and to disagreement comments that I got in the comment section, and I like to get these comments also, not a subscription, but comments with other point of view, and I will try to reply to the comments. The first comment I will reply in this video. It's about the current situation, about the last war that was just ended this week, and the other comment is about the whole conflict, the broader sense, and this is mainly I'm answering in my videos, in my all my political videos, and thank you to Bobby Gass, and you just have to watch my videos and to get the idea. And you, of course, if you like to comment, to say what you had in mind, whenever and however you want to do it. Of course, you are free to do it in my comment section. Now, about the comment that I got for the current situation, it's from Entros Cooper, and his real name is Rodrigo. He's, I think, from Peru, Chile, I think from Peru. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Rodrigo. He's working now currently in the UAE, United Arab Emirates, and he said this comment he gave me, "Hi Mr. Ali, I won't unsubscribe to you. I'm here for the music, but your country should be ashamed of what they are doing. Whatever the reason, nothing justifies this. After 48 days of conflict, the Palestinian death toll is 2,120 people. A quarter of them children. Seriously, whatever the issue, no one should back a government that does that. Killing children, shameful. Hope all gets better for everyone, and please come back." He later added to this comment and says, just one thing, I was thinking after my comment, I said I was here for the music. Peace to all indeed. However, you know what? I would also like to hear real people's stories. So just to let you know, although I may disagree with Israel policies, as well as with Hamas, by the way, I really enjoy your video. I sincerely wish the best for everyone over there on both sides. Thanks for sharing. Well, Rodrigo, what I might say, well, killing children, that's a horrible things to do. Yeah, but you know what Hamas is doing. Hamas is hiding behind children in schools, in kindergarten, in hospitals. The leadership are down in the earth, in the tunnels, just beneath these schools and kindergarten and hospitals. When Hamas want to shoot, they shoot rocket in purpose on civilian in Israel, civilian targets, in order to kill civilians, to kill children, to kill civilians, adults and children, without any distinguish between soldiers or civilians, just to terrorize Israel. And you say, well, the death toll is 2,120, and Israel only it was ended like in 64, most of them soldiers and only a few civilians. You know why? Because Israel got a very good self-defense weapons. That's the Iron Dome. The Iron Dome is rockets against rockets. They're shooting the rockets in the sky, and there's only the fallout, which also is quite dangerous, but not as the rocket itself with the gunpowder. Now, what do we want to do? What do you want from the Israeli government or the Israeli army that Hamas is shooting towards civilians? Israel didn't start the current conflict. You know how it started? By Hamas kidnapping 3 boys, not soldiers, 3 boys, age 15, 16, and killed them. Killed the 3 boys. Israel, of course, retaliated and found there's tunnels in Gaza leading to civilian villages just around Gaza. And you know that Hamas soldier tried to, by this tunnel, to get into the Israeli places and kidnap civilians, kidnap soldiers, kill them, or kidnap in order to exchange them to terrorists that are in Israeli prisons, Israeli prison, to exchange them. This is a terrorized organization that, by the way, controlling an area, Gaza Strip, that Israel withdraw in order to give it to the Palestinian Authority. But the Hamas made a violent revolution there, killed many Palestinian from the authority, from the PLO, and now it's controlling the area as a dictatorship. I'll say another thing. What your government would do if Argentina, for instance, just of course it's not the real thing, but if Argentina, for example, shoot terrorists from Argentina shoot your civilian population from kindergarten, from school, your army, your country's army won't retaliate, won't make self-defense. Why it's a self-defense? Israel can, in 1 hour, can wipe out Gaza. 1 hour. I'm not talking about atom bomb, it's different. I'm not getting into this. I will talk it maybe in the broader story. But with its aircraft can bombs all over in 1 hour, 1,800,000 people would be killed. Of course Israel won't do it. Israel is a democracy. Israel only acts as a self-defense here against terrorists. Won't terrorize. You heard about the sirens that make one middle. There were sirens heard, and you heard also the rockets of the Iron Dome that shoot these rockets, these terrorized rockets. What can I say? I'm not totally support the current government in Israel, the right-wing government, because I'll talk about it again in another video. I think it should more compromise with the moderate parts in the Arab world, and I would say think about it. But I support totally the Israel to self-defense, and this was a classic self-defense. Classic self-defense. Because again, Hamas is a terrorist organization. It's aiming to kill civilians, to kill people with no justification at all. And I might say, you know, that you are in the UAE. UAE, I think, is one of the moderate countries in the Arab world. And surprisingly, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and the Palestinian Authority, the PLO of Abu Mazen, had same interest as Israel in order to crush the extremists now in the Arab world. Iran, people in Iraq and Syria, Hamas, to Egypt, ISIS, ISIS, you know, how they are called, Daesh, دولة المسلمين في العراق and Shams. Extremist Muslim terrorized, cutting throats of heads of people, of their own people. Al-Qaeda, same interest, because it's all over the area now, and now the Western countries are very worried because they see it's coming to